pussy.
So I had this this traumatic experience recently at the doctor's, and I'm 23 years old now, so it's a little bit young to be having the situation that I'm having. So before I even get into this, what brought me to the doctor in the first place was I kept going to like the eye doctor every year, and they would take my blood pressure for some stupid reason. I don't know why the fucking eye doctor takes your blood pressure. And every time they look at me like, that can't be right, and they retake it again, and then they sit there going like, holy shit, dude, you're like 23. What the fuck you doing with this old man blood pressure? And so finally, one of them just said to me, she's like, you can't live like this, dude. You got like 20 years. This thing could totally fuck up your heart. So finally I was like, alright, fine, I'll go to the fucking doctor. I'll do it. And actually, let me get comfortable here for a second. But it's not that easy. I can't just roll on down to the doctor's, alright? This ain't fucking Canada. This is America, baby. No, the problem is that I grew up with this certain doctor. I'm not gonna tell you his name because you fucking assholes will mail him like dragon dildos and shit. I mean, the guy's old and retired, so yeah, that ain't happening. So I'll call him Dr. P. I grew up with Dr. P, right? Dr. P was pretty sweet. I'd go in, he was there from like time I was born till, you know, I was like 17. He was cool. He was there for all the traumatic experiences in my life. I got like broken nose. What's that thing that turns you into a Simpson? I forget the name of that one. It's some sort of disease or something like that. Jaundice. Isn't that what it's called? Jaundice? I got jaundice. Or salmonella. I got salmonella. I got hit in the face with one of those collective pokeballs. And I got staph infection from some nasty bitch in middle school. So all the traumatic things in my childhood, he was there for. I love that guy, man. He was awesome. So I'm like 17 years old, and I get this really bad like hernia. I thought it was a fucking hernia. I was like, how the fuck did I get a hernia? And I thought I was too young for that kind of shit. So I went to the doctor's, and and I'm expecting this old fucking white guy to, you know, come into the waiting room, or not the waiting room, but the, you know, the fucking doctor room, the place where they fucking do everything. Anyways, I'm waiting in there, and this is a pediatrician, by the way. I'm 17, still going to the fucking pediatrician, and so there's like elephants on the wallpaper juggling spelling blocks and shit. Anyways, so I'm there, and I'm expecting this old white guy to come in, and the exact fucking opposite of an old white guy comes in. This fucking big-ass Nigerian woman comes in with their weird-ass, like, clicky, odd Nigerian accent, starts fucking spitting questions at me. I locked up. I didn't know what to do. I was like, you're not Dr. P. What the fuck you doing in here? She says Dr. P's fucking retired. And, alright, first of all, this shit was weird. She scared me because she was black. And not that she was African. She looked like a piece of charcoal. I've never seen someone quite this hue of black before. Because like usually black people, they look like pieces of caramel, you know? And this lady looked like a fucking piece of charcoal. That's exactly what she looked like. She looked like a briquette. And it fucking weirded me out. I didn't know what she was saying. She kept like massaging my stomach to figure out if I had a hernia. It turns out I just had a giant Pringles can-sized turd stuck in my intestines and I couldn't digest it or something. And, yeah, so she tells me Dr. P's retired. He ain't coming back. That fucker abandoned me, dude. I grew up with this dude. He was old when I was young, and he always was old, but I didn't think he was gonna fucking ditch me like that. I planned on having that fucker till he died or something. I don't know. Thought he was like one of those Meisters from Game of Thrones. So so I flipped. I didn't go to the doctor again. I didn't want Nigerian lady doing her alien abduction, prodding my stomach kind of deal anymore. And I couldn't figure out someone I trusted, so I just didn't go to the doctor until I was 23. And that's when the whole blood pressure thing happened. So then I'm like, all right, you know what? If I'm going to get a doctor, he's going to be fresh out of medical school. I'm going to mate for life like a penguin with this guy. Me and him are gonna go prancing through our medical history together, and he's gonna figure out everything, and we're gonna get families together. And every time I see him, he'll be like, "How's the kids?" And I'll be like, "How's the kids, new doctor guy?" And we'll be like growing up together. That's what I wanted. Well, I get this guy. He's like probably 27. It's not that far off from me. I figured, fuck it, dude. If I have bad heart problems already, I'll probably die before him anyways. So I go to his doctor's office, and and he walks in, and he's just like, "All right, man, we'll see your blood pressure." He takes my blood pressure. He's like, "Well, that's fucking incredible. I've never seen it that high on a person. You're so young." He commands me to go get blood work done. I get blood work. He's like, "What the fuck's causing this? Your cholesterol's really low. Everything looks super duper. You have no thyroid issues." And he's just like going through all this stuff. I'm like, "Hey, you know, I guess it's hereditary because my dad's adopted, so we have no idea what's going on with his Jimmy Johns, you know." So it turns out it's just hereditary. I just run hot. I'm all fucking amped up all the time, I guess. I don't know. Who would have thunk it? And my blood pressure's just incredibly high. So he gets me on this stuff called lisinopril. Gives me 20 milligrams. And I thought everything was kosher. I thought that was the end of my my blood pressure story, you know? But it ain't. Alright? He tells me before he leaves, he says, just take this once a day, and, you know, you'll be fine. Oh, but if you get a dry cough, it's just a little nothing, just a little dry cough. You get a little dry cough, you come on back, and we'll fix you up with something else. So, fast forward a week later, I'm just chilling, everything's going normal. I feel like maybe I'm a little bit depressed or something. Something maybe a little bit down. And, me and Abby started doing the old, you know, the business. And 20 minutes later, I'm sitting there pretty fucking surly on the bed, like it's been raining salt. And, this fucking doctor forgot to mention that, 20% of people that take lisinopril get soft fucking boners. He didn't fucking clue me in on that one when he was flipping through his how to be a fucking doctor handbook. What the fuck, man? I'm sitting there thinking I'm making a mate for life with the doctor. I'm thinking we're all cool and stuff. He gives me soft boner pills. How the fuck am I supposed to build a family alongside this guy if he's fucking shafting me like that? I should have fucking called up his doctor office and just screamed in the phone in the answering machine at like 3 in the morning. "I got a soft dick, doc. You know why that is?" And not left a fucking name or anything. You would have to figure it out. Who the fuck did I piss off overnight with soft penises? Yeah, it's fucking me. That's who. Yeah, so me and my new doc are getting along great. I don't know what it was either. I mean, like it was like that for like the first week. I think my body acclimated to it, you know. But it did seriously cut down on, like, in middle school when for some reason I went through like this phase of not being a fucking horn dog. Cause like in middle school I used to walk around with like my binder in front of my pants to keep my fucking no reason boners from popping up. And all of it, like in middle school or in high school was fine, man. I was just chillaxing like a motherfucker. And then all of a sudden I hit like 20 something, like 22, and I started getting my no reason boners. I'll be at fucking work. I'll be doing something totally non-sexual. I'll be cleaning out the freezer, moving stupid frozen fruit around, and all of a sudden I'm just full erect, busting my zipper open kind of erection. I'm like, what the fuck, man? This stuff is not supposed to be. I'm supposed to be slowing down at 23. I'm not supposed to be amping back up. And so and then I went through the boner pill situation, and now I'm back to normal. It just cut the no reason boners out of my life after my body got acclimated to it. So I'm not that upset anymore. But a little bit of forewarning would have been nice, because I would wake up, I wouldn't even get morning wood anymore. I'd just wake up, my dick would be yawning and rolling around on top of my nuts.